Hello my friends and welcome to my laboratory. In the last episode we had a solid 2-second run, followed by a catastrophic failure. Well, it's time for some upgrades.
Cause I was born for this, yeah. Born to roam, born to ride, keep on flying.
In the early days of engine development, overheating was one of the main causes of poor performance and frequent breakdowns. But in 1885, a German engineer named Karl Benz came up with a groundbreaking solution. He developed the first water-cooled internal combustion engine. He basically said, yo, let's pour some water on this bad boy. Skrr. Well, with that said, let me show you something. This is an all-in-one cooling system for a PC. I bought it really cheap a couple of years ago when I wanted to build myself a PC. Well, that plan failed and now I have an all-in-one cooling system. The main parts that we are gonna use in this build are gonna be the radiator with the built-in pump and the fans. So let's remove the part that goes on the processor. Let me explain you how this thing works. By using the built-in pump, it pulls water inside the radiator. The water is then cooled by these two fans, and after cooling it goes out back in the engine. Well, now that we have a way to cool water, it's time to find a way to put that water around the cylinder. For that I designed this cylinder housing that has an outlet and an intake for the water stream. So the water is gonna go in, then it's gonna make its way around the cylinder. Each of those pillars have holes in them to ensure a good flow around the cylinder, and then it's gonna come out on the outlet. The only problem with this plan is that 3D prints are not watertight. Okay, my 3D prints are not watertight. To fix that problem, I'm gonna use this liquid waterproofing sealant. Now let's do some waterproofing.
Never to roam back where I was born.
Now that we have the insides of the cylinder housing covered in sealant, we have to give it 24 hours for it to cure. While that thing cures, we are going for a ride.
Please come kiss the hurt away, make it well, take me away from this hurt, evil spell.
Wait a second, what are those? M6 threaded rods. Exactly what I was looking for. We are back in the laboratory because I want to explain to you what I'm gonna do with these two threaded rods. Well, their main role is to avoid this happening again. We are gonna run them all the way from the top of the head through the cylinder housing and inside the crankcase. This approach will hopefully enhance the structural integrity under load and ensures an even clamping force. Right now they are a bit too long, so let's cut them to length.
You say you know me better than I ever could. You say we'll last forever and we got it good.
Now that we have our rods cut to length, it's time to put everything together. This thing looks like a medieval torture device, and I'm not even gonna mention which body part is supposed to go in the hole.
Bruh.
Anyways, I got the cylinder installed on the crankcase, and once again I've used the aluminum head gasket combined with the racing gasket maker. This method proved itself to be the best way to keep compression in this engine. I also installed the head and got all the 10 bolts nice and tight. This engine started its life held together by just 4 head bolts and slowly climbed its way up. Now it's running 10 bolts. Bit by bit it's evolving. While the gasket maker cures, I will have to remake some parts that got destroyed in the last episode explosion. First of all, the spark plug wire. It got yanked out of the ignition coil. This was an easy fix, I just had to replace a connector. Next in line is the belt tensioner. I just had to print a new one. I also gave it a bit of torch treatment to smooth things out. The camshaft was also destroyed, so I printed a new one and I installed the sprocket and the bearings. After that, I made a water tank for the cooling system. Well, now that we have everything put together, let's see if the water cooling is working. Well, everything seems to work properly. We don't have any major leaks. I'd say it's time to start this bad boy. Well, the pressure regulator had other plans. While I'm fixing that, I wanna say a big thank you to my new Patreon member, Brad. Once again, thank you so much for all the support. After the last episode, I had a lot of troubles with the electronics on this engine, and Brad helped me diagnose and fix everything that was wrong. If you would also like to see this engine run and maybe some crazy mods on it, the best way to support is Patreon. Oh yeah, and one more thing. Click that like button right now. Enough talking, let's go back to testing.
This is our time. Hold your head up. This is our time. Together we will rise, step into the light. We were born to come alive.
Well, there we have it guys, a working 3D printed internal combustion engine. Let's watch this runs again in slow motion. 8 seconds of combined runtime. I did crank the engine more. Unfortunately, it lost almost all the compression. As you can tell, it's really easy to turn the engine by hand, so this thing has no compression. It also developed a bit of a wobble in the flywheel, and I think that's where the knocking came from. Thank you for watching guys. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.